Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah.
But
Hi, Polly.
hello, hello. So, Polly, welcome. Welcome up to the platform. I appreciate your coming because you didn't have to. You really didn't have to. But I want you to
No,
have an
thank you so
opportunity
much.
to say what's on your mind because
Yeah.
you're entitled to speak without being interrupted or eyes rolling and all this other crap that I saw her do. It was
Not have a debate.
and a
Right.
timer.
And
Shit.
speaking of the debate, you did really, really good. Like,
Thank
you
you.
told her some really great things about yourself. You said, you don't know these things about me because you don't care, but those things are happening to me. Not that I, want you to feel a way about it or not, but I just liked how you debated her. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
She lost.
So I just want to have. I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay.
My turn. I am an extremely emotional person. I don't think you were being emotional. I think you were being dramatic. Because I could understand if you were sad because of rejection sensitivity. I could understand that oh my God, I'm not a mod. I could understand why you would feel bad or sad, which is why I treated you so nicely at the beginning. I tried to not make it seem like you were going way too far with giving me those text message from anyone you didn't like at that moment. Okay, it was a lot for me. But I tried to make it seem as well as I could. But then when you gave that really short message of don't talk about my Discord, I was like, okay, that's good. All cool. I said that on Star's panel. You then got mad again at me, telling me you're not a little owl, you do not support me, ta la 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 la. Why are you so mad? If it's not about not being a mod anymore, why are you so pressed? Don't tell me it's because, oh, you talked about me. You wanted me to talk about you. Not in the sense that, oh, you want me to talk about you, but in the sense that if you make a message that dramatic on a public platform, which you could have written that in your diary, you could have sent it to me by DM, you could have sent it to me by email, you could have made a song. You decided to put it on YouTube and tag me so I could see it. I saw it. I am an extremely honest person. Why would I not show that message to the little owl? Which is why after, when I was reading your message, that's when you appeared in the chat and started saying that I was screaming, I was screaming, I was screaming, I was screaming. Then when you kept on saying that, obviously now I need to explain everything. I'm not just going to say to, oh, my little owl, well, just believe my word. I wasn't screaming. The moment you said that, because I am responding to your action, you're the one who is making it a big deal. Me responding to you, you don't even see it. And you're like, oh, my emotion. I'm like, what emotion exactly? Of not being a mod anymore? What did I do to you? You went through my boundaries. Now it's about, oh, you don't know about my brother. Did you ever talk to me about your brother? People talk to me about their thing.
And
By the
just
way,
to clarify, I'm sorry, honey. Just to clarify, because there's some people in the chat that don't know who Polly is, and just to give them some context. For those of you who don't know who Polly is, Polly was Maggie's mod for 1 year. Am I right, hon?
It was either. I think it was going to be almost a year, if not exactly a year.
It has been 6 months.
But you were pretty much, you guys were like this. That's the impression I always got. So this is Polly, who is no longer affiliated with Madgie because Madgie really mistreated her publicly, and it was foul.
And please understand this. The moment Polly wants her wrench back and she's not fighting with all the little owl, she will get her wrench back. I fucking love Polly. Okay? Please understand this. It is not like I kept on repeating it, and I know she has ADHD. Like we are neurodivergent. There is rejection sensitivity. And I'm like, it's not rejection. It is certain boundaries I have. Like, I don't have a lot of rules for my mod at all. I don't care what you do and how you do it, but just, okay, I fucking love Polly, okay? The moment she wants her ranch back, she has it. Like, for me, she's either on sabbatical or whatever. I don't care. Seen a lot of fighting amongst Little Owl. Lots of fighting. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And at the end of the day, you're all individual. A lot of Little Owl have been fighting between each other. And at the end of the day, you have the right to do whatever the hell you want. Everyone is an individual, and you all have the right to fight among each other. If you don't like someone, if you don't like this and you don't like that, that's cool. That's all good. My mod cannot be fighting with Little Owl. So let's be clear. I think we all understand what a Little Owl means. Like Vampy, not a Little Owl, but when you're a mod, you cannot be fighting with people from the same, because since you're a mod, it looks like you have authority. So sometimes the person is mad at the mod because they're fighting with the mod. And then because of that, they don't want to come on, let's say, the content creator channel. And like I said, I can understand that some mod have some problem with one Little Owl and they feel the need to talk to me about it. When there is a lot of problem with lots of Little Owl, Plutter is being friendly with RC117. I don't care. Why does that concern me? Am I Plutter's mom? Like, I don't give a shit. Be friends, be enemies, but on with Little Owl. And you know who I'm referencing when I'm talking about Little Owl. You cannot be fighting with Little Owl. Was he being I don't care. I don't care. Okay, I receive every day and I'm so tired. So please understand that when I'm speaking that, I'm not like pointing the finger at one person, because when I said that mod, I have received messages after messages after messages. Danny, oh my God, I am not his mom, okay? Oh my God, I don't care, okay? Oh my God, if I hear that Danny is here attacking Star, who is a Little Owl, I'm gonna be like, okay, but I don't give a shit. Polly was, for me, we had a conversation, because when I feel like my mod are doing something overzealous or doing too much, I will tell my mod. I will tell my mom to go F themselves. Like, I've already blocked Plotter and put him on timeout. So yeah, I scream at Danny regularly, and I even screamed at Cookie because I was not agreeing that she blocked a Little Owl. Like, I'm like, don't do that with Little Owl. I don't care if you're friend or not friend with people or not Little Owl, but if you're a mod, you are a guiding light of the Little Owl country, which is a really small little island. So yeah, I talked to Polly because she told me about another fight that she had with another person that was all, again, a Little Owl. If you're fighting Little Owl, you cannot be a mod.
A friend does not do that to their friend. Whatever differences they may have could have been held behind the scenes. It should have never come out to the forefront. And then after that, to continuously run it day after day after day, she made her content. And now she's having problems with other people in the chat. And now that has become content. Because if you consider yourself family, then that's how you treat family. Family does not fight in public.
Thank you.
Family
the
does not fight.
pathetic thing is that she never even joined the Discord I created, ever. She never stepped foot in it, nothing. Or does she take the time to connect with us as a group, ever? So the meetings or conversations, but she's lazy, I'm going to be real. Because if you're going to have a channel with 1,000 subscribers and that's your job, you need to be able to manage correspondence with your audience. Because that's kind of like the basic. The reason why I was closer to her was because she answered to me for whatever reason faster. And that's why people that needed her attention came to me.
I'm just like, this is This is too much. Cookie put Fly High by accident on timeout for 24 hours. I was so pissed off. I was pissed off. I was like, what are you doing? Don't do that. So yeah, when I heard about the Discord, I was like, yeah, no worry. Do your Discord. That's all good. I don't care. But then so many things was happening in the fucking Discord. And then it was like, oh, I'm closing the Discord. Oh my God. It was a lot. But we discussed, me and Polly, because I didn't take her wrench. She wanted me to take back her wrench. Because like I said, I will say, I don't agree with that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then, you know, like either it's cool or either it's not. And if you want to be able to fight with other little owl, which you can, it's not going to be as because it cannot look like someone who has recognition. So she was telling me, yo, I need a break. I need a break. And I'm like, yo, you have the right. And like I said, the moment she feels okay, it's like she can have it back or not.
One day later.
I have subscribers emailing me telling me, hey, I sent this to Madgie. I never got a response. I don't know if she ever got it, but I want to make sure that at least you get it. And I at least said, hey, I got you. Thank you. I appreciate something. Yeah. She hasn't replied to people that sent her shit ever. I truly believe she's never even clicked on some stuff. Actually, she never really read my messages, y'all. Because she either her English is that bad or she just didn't give an F.
Or didn't give a damn. Here's the thing.
Didn't care.
Now, I will say today when she showed up in Vampires, I did kick her out. And that's fine because I feel like, period. Because she's talking about me shunning her. And that's the thing. She thinks that I am upset with her because she believes Star is a demon. That's not why I'm upset with her at all. I don't give a fuck what she thinks or what she does. I'm upset with the way she treated me. And she doesn't even give a fuck about that. So, and now she's talking to Vampire and we have a receipts vault in the Discord. So I kicked her out today. And she hasn't said anything to me. She has me on Insta. So I'm not, you know, like, I don't care.
The latter.
To get up there and say that she did not know that
my name,
not your real name, was bullshit.
I know.
This young lady has been giving you money, supporting you.
Exactly.
You mean to tell me that it never occurred to you?
Oh my God.
Did you ever get a super chat or a cash app from Polly? No, it was someone else's name. But you know that's why I'm saying she's not stupid.
No,
she knew damn well she was doxing you with your real name.
Yes.
She knew what your real name was. I don't care what she says. She's lying.
She said it one time on a live because I sent, when she was collecting the 1K, she said, you know, we're at this mark. And I had remembered, oh, I forgot to send her some money. So I sent her some money while she was live. And the little notification went on. And she was like, thank you so much, Stephanie, for the PayPal. And I have a picture on my PayPal. So
she did call your name.
Yes. So here's the two options, which both are terrible. A, she either really did not get an F about me at all as a person and never took the time to look at what my name was or ask me. Or she knew what my name was, but she was so mad that she doxed me anyway because she's bitter that I didn't react the way she wanted me to react. I'm so sorry, but you showed my real name, which I'm surprised you didn't know that was my real name since we've been talking for months. And that just tells me a lot. We've been talking for months on Instagram. Okay? So I don't know if you're a content creator. I'm not. I'm not a public person at all. I don't have an ex. Okay? You put my name up there. That is traumatizing for me. Yes, it is. This is the first time I've ever been doxxed in my life. This is the first time I've ever been a moderator in my life. And I feel like you did not have a lot of mercy on me, understanding that I'm brand new to this and that I'm not perfect and that I was just trying to keep things together. But I'm not a messy person like you think I am. I respect if you think that way. But I'm not here to gossip. I have my friends, I've built them, and I'm leaving, and I'm not asking for you to change the way your channel is. I'm not asking to be a mod. I'm never going to do it for you. Like, I'm not asking anything out of you. I'm just asking, please don't show my name. Please don't blast me because I'm not a content creator. And you have spent 2 days talking about me. I don't know why. You have so much other stuff to talk about. I'm not saying not to talk about your feelings, but why so much time on somebody that loved you for months?
Polly played a role in it as well. Okay. However, I want to take this opportunity to, first of all, let Polly give her side of the story. Okay. And then this is also to let others realize that Maggot ain't shit. Point blank,
Right.
period. This ain't about just what she said about other content creators.
Yeah.
This is how she is with her own people.
Her own people. And fortunately, the thing is, Auntie Mickey, is that we're all a product of Maggot's behavior.
Right. Because it has an impact on all of us.
And Jandy, I wanted to real quickly. I totally understand, and I'm not saying that I wasn't a complete a-hole. Okay, I'm not. I was. Period. Okay. And I'm not necessarily asking you to forgive me because I don't deserve that per se. So you don't have to forgive me. It's okay. I understand why you wouldn't. Okay. I'm just here to talk about my experience and the facts because there's been a storyline that has been broadcasted for over a week. And after you do that over and over again, people start to believe it. And if you're not a content creator, you don't have a voice. When I said, please don't talk about my Discord, you said that was shady. And it seems like you don't want me to express my feelings or my voice. I can't publish something on my site. And tagging, I thought it wasn't a big deal. That was the whole thing with Danielle that you keep saying. That tagging is not that big of a deal. Why was it such a big deal that you spent not just 30 minutes, but hours? You've spent hours talking about me. Okay. I don't want to be a mod, so I'm not fighting with you as far as the rules of your modding. I don't understand why you keep on saying that, but I would like to reiterate, it's okay. I don't want to be a mod. I understand it's unacceptable. I'm not asking for that. I understand that. It's okay. I get it. I get where you're coming from. And that's why it's a good, I said from the beginning, it's a good idea for you to take my wrench away. You asked me, do you want me to take your wrench? Do you want me to take your wrench? Like you said it multiple times. And I never said, no, please don't. I said, yes, okay. Because I did hear what you said, that it's not a good idea. Okay, so I'm not arguing with you on that. I'm not saying I'm a good mod. I'm a terrible mod, if you want to say that. That's fine. It's okay. 2, I don't appreciate you making fun of my feelings. Period. It's not I understand you may think that's dramatic, but calling someone dramatic when they have strong feelings is just kind of mean. I did not close the Discord. I said I closed a sub-thread in the Discord. And that's another thing I think I struggle with you. I feel like sometimes you don't understand me. I don't know if it's because I speak fast or you're English. I don't know, but I said it's a sub-thread because my Discord has lots of threads. So no, my Discord was never closed. It was a sub-thread. And my thing is, it's not that I'm saying you're not allowed to talk about my post. I'm just saying I think it's overkill to dox me and show my name and not block it when you do that on live all the time with Daniel and other people and other content creators. You do that with them. Why couldn't you block me if I'm not even a content creator? I got emails yesterday from that on my Insta. We have Avengers watching, and I feel like you didn't care about my safety because you were in your feelings. And I don't think that's nice. I think it was a little bit of an overkill. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to speak your mind. This is your platform. My message that I posted, I know you say it's dramatic and you made fun of it, but it was my feelings. And I just want to highlight that you are calling me names by saying that I'm dramatic and that la 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 la, and you're singing when it's my feelings. And when you cry, you want people to take your tears seriously, but I don't make fun of them. I never said you were an angry black woman. I said, you raised your voice at me. I don't know why you're bringing blackness into this and talking about the angry black woman. Okay. And you said you loved me and that you gave me my wrench back after you had raised your voice and I had already dissociated. So of course I'm not going to just be able to warm up again and say I love you. It's okay.
My position is I want Polly to share what we don't know. Okay, it's sometimes you have to sidestep what has been done that we know about in order to find out what we don't know about. You see what I'm saying? We have a young lady here who has been slighted by Maggot. Okay, and she's willing to give her perspective and her experience with Maggot. And I think that we're entitled to an explanation as to what was going on behind the scenes about us. You see what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. I'm not expecting anybody to do anything outside of the ordinary. Okay. Everybody has their own, way of thinking, and I'm not knocking that. This is where I'm coming from. I want to know what the hell that bitch has been doing over there and what she's been having people do on her behalf. And this might be painful to a certain degree for Polly, but in the same token, she has gone through some painful shit just dealing with what Maggie's done to her. Okay. And that's all I'm saying. I want to get down to the bottom of just what kind of game she's playing behind the scenes. If she's playing games. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just assuming, but if Polly is willing to share with us what this heifer's doing, then basically it's going to prove my point that she's on her way out. She's spiraling out of control. And if she done it to Polly and Plotter and Lisa done come forward and told her she's fake and she didn't like the way she did her, do you think that it's going to stop there? Those people are going to start falling away one by one by one, because if she did it to Polly, she'll do it to anybody else. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I used to think when she did it to me. She did lose some subscribers after that, but she still, she made me her content.
Yeah.
But and I kind of want to tell y'all why people still believe her, because I think that's important.
Yeah, that is.
Thing is, I don't know, a lot of us are not as hooked on to the live, listening to everything she's saying. A lot of us played this in the background and really were there for the chat. We all loved going in there and chat. And with her, it was more like we wanted to help her out, as a person. Okay. And we played her in the background while we did our lives, our chores, and, all these things. And really, honestly, a lot of the times the volume was kind of low, so I didn't really know what she was saying. And I paid a lot more attention to the chat. I can have something playing in the background and I can mute my phone and just focus on the chat. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the things that are said kind of just go in one ear to the other, because if you ask people what happened today in the chat, what was the specific, it's kind of blurry. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. So one thing is people are not totally alert. They're not taking it that seriously, first of all. Second of all, okay, a lot of us are not into going to other lives anymore. We just, when the person Mr. Storm, the quiet. When that happened, a lot of us were triggered and appalled, and we felt duped and all of this other stuff. And so we just decided it's not healthy to just go on different lives. You can't really. And we just stayed with Miss Owl because we kind of just saw her struggle, and we believed, we saw her with the Jaguar thing at the end. I really came after that, which is why it was easy to get past me, because I didn't watch her when she was with Jaguar. But a lot of, it was the victim thing. I'm gonna be honest. She said she was a victim of Jaguar, right? And that she, she was in the cult. And I do believe that part. I do think that Jag has some kind of cult leader.
Let me say something about that real quick. Polly, about the cult thing, because I used to think that too, that Maggot was in a cult, but she wasn't. She's the same person that she was with Jag that she is today.
No. I can see that part, but what I'm saying is I do think that Jag has a cult leader sort of personality, and she creates this ambience, whether it's an actual cult or not, right? And I do think that Jaguar, I see the similarities between her and the Owl. because
Okay.
now she's calling me an agent of chaos. Like, I have receipts where she, on her own premiere, she went and spammed Polly's the agent of chaos. Like, she's obsessed with that word, and that's literally a phrase from Jaguar.
Mm.
Okay, so I think they're both like, I don't know. She really liked her, so I'm sure that they have very similar personalities and influence. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that Jaguar is not a cult-like person. I do think she has problems, and she's very cult-like person. But I do think that the owl is doing the same thing.
Right. I was going to just say, do you think that she is mimicking Jaguar, or is that her true identity? Meaning, Madgie.
I don't think. I think it could be both, because I don't know if she is conscious of it, to be honest, or if she did become conscious. Even if she does, though, I don't think she cares.
Right? She has to be. To me, she has to be, because I was with her longer than you, Paulie.
I know.
I was with her during the Jag situation. And when it did happen, after the Jag situation happened, I thought too that I said she probably was brainwashed, because I remember her being nice in the beginning and caring and loving and this, nice friend. And then when she did it again, that's when I knew for a fact. I said, this is who she is, and the way she treated Golden and Cleo, I'm probably saying her name right, and the rest of everyone, Ralph, AT2, the way she just, the way that she goes after people is cutthroat.
Lennox said Meg is not and was not in a cult. She was clout chasing off of Jag. That's all.
Yes.
And that's the question that I had. Was she trying to mimic Jag, or is she really this
she was
nasty ass person?
It's both.
She's the nasty person. She was trying. She needed Jag to build her
confidence.
Platform.
Okay.
No, her platform. She was using Jag to build her platform. She had Jag in her thumbnails every day. It would be, everything was Jag first, and then everything else.
So her
content was built off of Jag and Jag's ops. And her windmilling for Jag, because she was windmilling for her. She was protecting Jag. She was trying to just be there for Jag 24/7 all the time.
So she thought she was going to get something out of it.
Right. What she was getting out of it was a base. She was building a base. She was building her ground. And she was building it off of Jag, just like she's trying to build it off of Danny.
And I think it's very ironic, because this is the same thing she accuses me of with Quiet Storm.
Tell her not to give up, and how to handle Madgie.
Family. We are family. I thought that's what we were. We're family. And sometimes family may not agree, but we still talk amongst ourselves, and we try to make things right with our family. Tony is family.
Just like I'm gonna give you an example.
Hold on, Charles.
Okay.
Finish saying what I'm saying. Tony is family, and we gonna still treat him like family. But one thing ain't gonna happen, and you're not gonna disrespect my house.
That's right, Auntie.
I understand that. Yes, I'll be the first to say, if it weren't for Tony, I wouldn't have this house the way it is, and I am forever grateful for that.
That I was only using him because I didn't have no platform before he came along, which is true. I didn't have a platform, but that's not why I was with him in terms of collaborating with him. He was part of a sector that I was in indirectly, and here I am, this brand new content creator. I'm not really in this mix. I don't know Jaguar right like that. I don't know. What was her name? Messy Sweet Spot, Gigi. I didn't know all of these other players. You see what I'm saying? So when he showed up in my chat and wanted to do his Angie Stone from here, the first thing I told him is, man, you need to be doing this on your own platform. You're good at what you do. Okay. So I didn't go into this thing, let me drag him in here so, I'll get views and stuff like that. And that was a benefit that I got because he was here, but that's not what I asked for.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think she's just doing it self-consciously, saying that about you.
This is what happened. Auntie Nikki didn't go looking for him, for sure.
No.
What happened was, Tony, he's a mastermind at manipulating.
Absolutely.
And then he can look at people because he rolled out on Gigi. Just like everything.
I remember that, Charles.
Yeah, he rolled out on Gigi. So he slid into Stone Paxton had told Auntie Mickey about him and let him. And then he eased his way up on the. He said, "Go to Auntie Mickey's channel, whatever,
That's not
whatever."
true.
Remember?
He didn't.
So
Stone Paxton didn't tell me. I didn't even know Stone Paxton.
no, but
Okay.
he said, "Go." Wait a minute, hold on. I remember that
He
night.
said
He told.
Stone
He
sent
said,
him. He said Stone sent him.
"Right,
Remember
right,
that?
exactly, right."
And that was a
So,
lie.
and that's where the manipulation started at.
Right. He said
He
that
seen that
Stone.
Gigi. He seen that Gigi
Wow.
was controlling her channel because
Right.
she would knock him down too.
Yeah.
And I was over there every night.
Mm.
So he kind of like slid on into Auntie Mickey's thing, and they took off from there. That's when all the manipulations started. Hey Tony, let me talk to you for a second. All right.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I feel you. I really feel you. As a veteran with PTSD, and I'm listening to you. And when that anger comes and that PTSD combines, it's time. It's time. Even if you come back or what, but it's nothing to play with. And I see your anger because I got PTSD too. Parents, I'll be 67 years old this year, and I know what you're going through because I watch the blogs on how they attack you. And then and just like you said, when they start calling the VA, because I seen it do it, that ain't to be played with. Calling the police. So you know, me personally, I love you, but I think you're making a great decision.
So let me be transparent. I was actually going to see some people, and something told me get on the mic with Mickey before I left out. Because I had already said that I was getting ready to leave, and
Don't say no more. Don't say
well,
no more.
I don't mind here because I think people.
You got to be careful, Tony.
I'm using my words very careful.
Mm-hmm.
I think people don't understand that you can push people over the edge, and what they also don't understand is you can push someone over the edge that are in my condition with my disability. Charles, I'm 100% for PTSD.
Me too. That's why I understand. I'm 100%. I know exactly what you're going through.
And so with the counseling, and you know, we stay in counseling.
We go to counseling, right? We have to.
Okay.
And a lot of y'all in the chat don't understand that. It's serious. It's very serious.
Yeah.
I'm in counseling 3 days a week.
Yeah, me too.
Three days a week. And you know, sometimes you get that I don't want to say rage, but
It's rage.
It's rage.
It's rage.
And it'll snap.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
And then you get in a don't care place of mind, right? And when you get that way, it's almost as if you want to take your own self out because it can happen. It will take a person with common sense close to you to be able to talk to you because nobody else would be able to.
Exactly. And another thing, Tony, it'll put you in the frame of mind. It'll take you right back to combat.
That's what exactly it does. So now,
and I said, you know what? I see it coming. I can see it.
And so I'm on one hand rationalizing, and you know, Charles, they teach us to thoughts, feelings, and actions.
Right. Exactly.
Thought, feelings, and action. The thought is, I could listen to what they're saying, but I feel harshly damaged by it, and I want to get even. And then the action is I could do nothing or I'm going for it. And when people have PTSD, they will go for it and not even think about the reaction.
The consequences. Yeah.
Right.
The consequences to the action.
Yeah. So the chat got to understand that. I know they love Tony. They love him. I love him too. They got to understand that this is a serious matter. Because I see it. From a guy that has it, I see where Tony going. I can see it.
Yeah. Well, brother dear, I'm going to say this. Whatever you decide to do, I love you regardless. I love you regardless.
Well,
unconditionally, whatever you do.
How you know he didn't go to Canada and meet Madgie?
Well, he's a convicted ex-offender. I mean, is he able to leave?
And if he is able to leave, he can't go. He most likely can't go to Canada unless Madgie, you know, who is a resident there, says that, you know, he's coming to see her. You can go visit people if you know someone in Canada who has to, like, pretty much vouch for you, from my understanding.
Well, the way that during that particular time, their relationship was volatile, and you know, he was actually kind of obsessed about, you know, getting even with all the things that she was saying and things like that. So I never considered that there was any type of relationship that she would invite him there. He made it sound like, you know, I'm up here to, you know, scare her. But like I said, After all that went down, come to find out all that shit was lies. He was just lying. But he made it appear as though he was up there to get even with Madgie. And instead of getting even, he wanted her to be scared, but he still kept it open. But I think she's still going to keep going. I'm sure she's going to do something else. He left that open.
I notified YouTube last night. I can show you. I sent them the police report. I sent everything. And I begged and I pleaded with them last night to do something. I don't think that anything is going to be done. So in my heart, my own steps were next.
Well, there are other steps before that.
But understand where I'm coming from. I didn't care about that.
I know exactly what you're saying.
And
you want to control it.
Well, it's not a matter of controlling it. It's a matter. Charles, help me. It's not a matter of controlling it. It's a matter when you get backed in the corner, right?
Yeah. See, that's the part they don't understand.
When you get back in the corner, that's why you have situations like Columbine and all these other situations that have taken place because you have someone that had issues with PTSD and they didn't know how to handle it. Counseling like we have now.
Right. And another thing, and they don't understand when you get them flashbacks because they can trigger your combat. And Tony, you know how it is in combat.
Thank you so much.
Hey, check this out, Tony.
Yeah.
I also retired from the Veterans Administration. I was around them people all the time. And I went to classes. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me. And I'm glad I'm here to give you, some insight.
Yeah. Because, I'm going to be honest with you. If I wasn't talking now, I'd be at the airport. And
oh, Jesus. He put the right people in front of you.
It was going to be ugly. I'm telling you. And I wasn't caring. I wasn't caring.
I got a suggestion. This is just a suggestion. Focus on your mental health, man. Focus on your mental health. Just do that for me. Take a break. Just take a break.
Yeah.
And focus on your mental health. That's it. That's the key to this. You have to focus on your mental health. You have to.
Yeah. Take a break.
Yeah, just take a break. I mean, slow down. Get back into your radio station. Do your normal,
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't going nowhere. We'll be here.
Yeah. It's been very exciting and it was unexpected and now it's time to level off.
Yeah, just level off. But it's going to still right. But it's going to be content. It's going to be your channel. Going to be great. But because I don't want to see you go through it.
No matter what you do, it's going to be great because that's how you deliver your content. It's not even what you're talking about; it's how you deliver it. You could be delivering Lay's potato chips, and people would come and listen.
Yeah, because you're dealing with a bunch of buffoons, man. The stuff I hear them people say, man, it's just outrageous, Yeah. And just like I'm saying, from a guy from experience, and I'm glad I was the only guy in the chat. Now it comes to this, he has somebody to reach out to that's been through the same thing he's been through.
Absolutely.
I'm not telling you to stop, but I'm telling you from experience, Tony. Focus on your mental health.
Yeah,
I've been there. And us being gullible, we fell for it because we had no evidence that nothing was wrong.
They don't know what I've been through. And you go, not just me, other veterans. And then you go and you attack the very system that you pretty much got to depend on take care of you with medical and all of this stuff to try to take somebody's benefits away. Danny Roberson? Are you serious? And you actually call them.
The VA. I heard it. Well, I heard it.
And then
he came across charming and appealing and manipulating. You take people at face value.
Right.
But it was something about this guy, man. I kept on, he would always, when I used to challenge him, but I just gave him a second chance and another chance. I said, something wrong with this guy, because he would always not want to deal with me, period. We've been telling Tony, leave that alone. Don't, that hurts. We know what she is. Leave it alone. They talked about the petition.
Was he invited?
No, he invited himself. He came in the chat. Told him not to do that. I kept on putting in the chat, Tony, drop down. Stop giving her content. You see how the chat is moving. So, man, he went and showed her the damn video of his daughter on the beach, man. And he said that 2 people came to his house last night from her chat. 4 people from her chat, and there was blood and all this craziness. It was like, I don't know what he going through, man. That was ridiculous.
So Polly, when you created the Discord, you were creating that for her so she could have that?
No, I was creating it for the community and because
for the OWL community.
Yeah, somebody in the chat had said, I want to be able to chat outside of here. And I said, you know what? My brother downloaded Discord for me, so I'm learning how to do it. If y'all want to, I can make a little group. And they said yes. So it was per request. But I did originally. I thought maybe Madgie would want to be there. I sent her the link, but she never even clicked it. So
it was all about what she wanted to do. It was all
It's all about her.
It was all about me.
Me.
Yeah, I mean
she's another Megan. Yeah, she's a poor Megan.
Well, she said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You guys don't really know how much I effing don't care. That's what she was saying.
And sincerely, I do not give a fuck. Your personal relationship do not matter to me. But when I have mod reporting on other mod and showing me messages from other mod and other chat, I am not your mother. Okay, so let's say, like, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. You can understand how much I don't give a shit. So yeah, I had Plutter is being friendly with RC117. I don't care. Why does that concern me? Am I Plutter's mom? Like, I don't give a shit. Be friends, be enemies, but on with Little Owl. And you know who I'm referencing when I'm talking about Little Owl. You cannot be fighting with Little Owl. Was he being said? I don't care. I don't care. Okay, I receive every day and I'm so tired. So please understand that when I'm speaking that, I'm not like pointing the finger at one person, because when I said that mod, I have received messages after messages after messages. Danny, oh my God. I am not his mom. Okay? Oh my God. I don't care. Okay? Oh my God. If I hear that Danny is here attacking Star, who is a little owl, I'm gonna be like, okay. But I don't give a shit what he does except that. Another thing.
Wow.
When she went on a bender in Dog's face, she kept saying that, and that's really what broke our hearts. Because, like,
yeah, she doesn't care. She's a psychopath. I really do believe she's a psychopath because she doesn't have any feelings. She has no empathy. She has no. She treated you, Polly, so quickly. She discarded you so quickly that it was like. She discarded your feelings, how you felt, what was going on with you, the doxing part, blasting information on the board about you. I mean, things that were private.
Okay, Madgie, I won't be ignorant simply because I did believe at you at first. Believe in you at first, but I am irritated, and I do believe that many of the owls, Madgie doesn't want me to cuss, but y'all fake. Madgie is smart.
I'm sorry, I'm going to give you 30 seconds more. Fake is not insulted. It's not cursing.
Madgie is very smart. We all know this. I find it very hard to believe that Madgie did not know what she was doing when she put Polly information out. Now, Madgie, you keep saying, yeah, Cookie is your heavy hitter, Maria. Cookie and Maria, excuse my French, but they're scary. Plot.
Lisa, we cannot hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm sorry. We're gonna restart, okay?
Okay. So, Plotter and Polly was your number one hitters. When I first came on the scene, because I was later in on the scene, people were interested in them. You keep saying Cookie, Maria, Danny. Nobody cared about them. They already know they're not a threat. They cared about Polly and they cared about Plotter. Now, I felt like the issue that you had with Polly, you could have handled that behind the scene. If you would have cussed Polly out behind the scene, that's your business. That's you and Polly. But to know that she was a target due to, her defending you, and you just put her out there because you were mad at the time, yeah, it upsets me because I believed in you, Madgie, and now I feel like you're very fake. I feel like I've been bamboozled, as Malcolm X would say. So I do feel some type of way. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to say.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn. We're going to do 2 minutes because you don't talk that much, okay? Sometimes some people are more They have more breadth. So yeah. My number one hitter. I would love you to explain what you mean by hitter. Like I don't expect people to go around defending my honor in other people's chat. Is that what you mean by hitter? I'm really confused.
Yes, I mean every time.
Wait. Just take it in your head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, just wait like 2 minutes. Promise. After that, Polly and Plotter, they were the this, they were the that. No mod is over the other. And like I said, you say Cookie, Maria. I was talking about Cookie, Sunset, and Christine. I don't understand why you're bringing Maria. Maria is one of the youngest mod. So I'm not really sure what you're talking about right now. You are right. I am really smart. And you have every right not to believe me. But like I said, one, I wasn't thinking about her safety. I was extremely negligent because she was in my chat and it was annoying me. And I just wanted to prove, that she was talking shit about people. So I sincerely did not know that was her real name. I understand about the PayPal thing. I realize now I don't really check the names. I mostly, like, the only time I really checked for the name on donation was when I was doing the big chart. So I don't really check names. So that was my bad. And even if I didn't know that if it was her name or not, I should have not assumed, and I should have blocked her name. That's on me. I did wrong. I'm not saying no, but sincerely, I didn't know it was her name. I thought her name was Polly. Like, I swear, but I can understand if you don't believe me.
Okay. I mean, of course, I would never take. I believe that you're very smart, and that's why I liked you in the first place. Because I seen you and I said, man, Madgie is very smart and beautiful, and people are hating on her. I think that you really knew what you were doing simply because you're not simple-minded. I don't think that at all about you. I feel like what you did to Polly, I mean, it could have been worked out. Like, again, if you would have cussed Polly out, you could have said, F you this, B, this and that. And Polly could have came out and cried and stuff like that. And that just would have been you and her issue. But it was the fact that she was defending you. You know, she just wasn't someone in the chat, you know, talking crazy and scared to go to other people's side or whatever. If somebody said something, they were scared to say something. Polly and Plotter was your ones that wasn't afraid, and they just wasn't gang banging in your chat. You know, they just wasn't doing anything to, you know, blow your head up. They really believed in you beyond what others, you know, in the chat that's just laughing and giggling and whatnot, but can't handle heat anywhere else. So yeah, I did feel some type of way. I mean, okay, she talked about people. So what? Who don't talk about people? I feel like you could have said, well, Polly, I don't like the way you're talking about people. You could have snapped on her on the back end. It wasn't anything to make public. And that's the issue that I have. The fact that you felt like this was a need to make public with somebody who believed in you and loved you like Polly. I mean, yes, you cried, but you have cried at times too. You know, nobody took it away from you that you cried, but it seems like when Polly cried, oh man, it's a joke to a lot of the Avengers. I mean, owls. Hell, I'm looking at them like the Avengers now. But it's funny to them that Polly cried, but when you cried, we all had compassion for you. You saying I had compassion for you, like who don't cry? But now that Polly's crying, it's funny to the owls, you know, who were supposed to be neutral.
Okay, so it's my turn. I'm gonna end with the question. Worked it out inside. We couldn't. When I was, this is not, I'm putting a stop, sorry. This is not an open invitation. It's between me, Lisa Strobe, and me for the moment. If you're a little owl, you can ask for a moment in the chat. Thank you. So no, we couldn't work it out inside because even though I tried so hard for weeks to make her understand that I didn't care, she kept on doing it. You don't see what is wrong with it because you have not been affected by it. If you had someone being saying that Lisa is fake to me, and then I go live with my platform, even though it's a modest platform, but I go live with my platform and I start saying that you're performative, it's not fair. So I don't want her to tell me things except if both people, especially Little Owl. So now, unfortunately, we couldn't work it out inside because every time I would try to just explain the situation calmly, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to explain it calmly. She needed to make a speech and a chat. I would read her message. Thank you. We're not fucking Avengers. Like, please, Lisa. Because if you were in Avengers, you would not have the politeness of here. Like, we're polite. We listen. Defending me where? Why? Do I look like I need people to defend me? If you go on other people's chat and defend me, that's because you want to. I don't ask anyone to do that. And it's not because you're doing that it gives you the right to look down on people who don't do that. Because I've never asked anyone to do that.
She's very upset with me because I didn't react the way she wanted me to.
What did she want you to do? What was the final? What pissed her off so bad where she did this to you?
Okay, so basically, I had a little bit of extra time in my schedule for like a week, and so I like to support my community. Right? I don't have the time or discipline to have my own channel, so I will go on panels to support my friends. Star, I supported her a lot, so I would go on her panel, and that's when I went to Madgie's panel too, to read and hang out with her, right? After that, she, I guess, had started to work, and so she wasn't around, and since I had that week off, and I'm talking to the Discord, and I talked to everybody. I talked to everybody in the chat, like, we built actual friendships, like, besides YouTube, we talked about life, and we supported each other. So anyways, we saw that there was some ugliness going on with Vampire and Stormy at the time.
Okay.
There was some beef going on between Star, Vampire, Stormy, and even this person called Not Joking, right? And so I was trying to catch her up on that because she's the content creator in the beef sector and she missed everything. And instead of listening to me, she said that I was the one fighting with all these people.
Oh.
Okay, so the thing that also pissed me off a lot was that Michelle was in Vampire's chat. Girl, do you remember she was an owl, Michelle Wright? And she used to go on the panel with Star like all the time. Yeah, they fell out. Michelle and Star fell out. And then, honestly, I had a fallout with her too, but I haven't even brought it up. But she just doesn't show up anymore, probably because we had a fallout, me and her. But today she showed up at Vamps. And it's so weird because she was so against Vampire the whole time.
What happened between you and Michelle? What happened? What is going on? Yo, Not Joking did kill me because of the... Oh my gosh. So you're all in the back end and you're all fighting. Guys, you need like a show where it's just like Madgie being neutral or someone being neutral. Like, you need to have a show where you just talk it out, because wow.
The problem with Michelle is like, okay, Michelle's an Aries. I'm an Aries. And I got pissed off and she doesn't really care to talk about it. And I don't want to ask her to talk about it or to care about my feelings. So I'm cool with just not talking to her. I'm cool with that. But what I'm saying is that she's been the one that kept making us feel bad that we were even considering Vampire. Then she, is now showing up on Vampire's chat saying like, I'll show you the text.
No, do not send me screenshot. No. What I want is a verbal. I fell out with her. They fell out together, and that's it. I want general line. I will die. Yeah, fuck it. If you don't want to do it anymore, you don't do it anymore, man. I just don't get it. And I don't want, like, Michelle is a little owl. So, you know, I don't want her to feel exiled in any type of way.
She blames you.
She's not listening. I don't know what her problem is, but she cannot understand English or something. Because
no, it's not that. She's playing dumb.
Yeah. She is not because she's like, you're fighting with everybody, and I'm like, I'm not fighting with anybody. And she got so mad that I said that.
She tried to blame that on you, and then she got mad at you because you said no. You pushed back.
Like, what is going on? Like, fighting with not joking, fighting with this, fighting with that. Why are you all fighting together? The fuck is going on? So let's be clear, okay? I'm gonna say that with love and affection. I did not make you a mod to have everyone in my chat fighting. This is not happening. Like, sincerely, I may just remove all your wrenches, okay? Because that makes no sense. Like, what is going on? Literally, all I hear is you and the other person fighting and fighting and fighting as if I give a fuck that you're mad at each other. Why are you mad at each other? We are talking about someone calling someone a demon and saying they work for the Most High when a fucking bitch that helped a fucking incest dude is here outside talking mad shit about me and Kimi, and you are fighting. I am not joking.
I'm not fighting with anybody. I had a situation with Michelle because Michelle and I were friends and we talked a lot. And she said something to me personally, but I did not do anything to her, like, in the group. I kept it quiet so it would not be affected. But I kicked her out of the Discord today when she was in there because I have receipts there and I don't want her to access them. She hasn't talked in the Discord in a long time. So that's why, because she hasn't talked to me, she hasn't talked to the Discord, she has receipts, and right now she's going into V-Goddess's chat. And so, yeah. But as far as me telling, nobody knows about it, nobody thinks you're involved about it. Like, this is just me and Michelle. Nobody even knows about it. But Michelle is the one that, like, I guess she feels bad or something, and she hasn't shown up and everything, but she's in Vampire's chat, so that freaks me out with the receipts. That's all I was worried about. But I'm not trying to start drama at all. So if you want to take my wrench, that's fine. I don't really mind. I'm not trying to start any drama. People are just coming at me a lot.
Yes, I said you're not understanding. And then so anyways, what ended up happening was that she raised her voice at me, and she said, she said, I did not make you a mod for you to be excluding people. And if you're going to do this, I'm going to shut the Discord down.
She didn't create.
She can't do that. She doesn't create. She doesn't own it. She's so lazy. She's not done crap.
You're fighting a lot, okay? So you're fighting within the group. Please tell everyone it has nothing to fucking do with me. And, like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you fighting among each other? Is it like, is there a need to fight among each other? There are like, while my little owl are fighting between each other, people are being accused of helping an essayer. Like, what is going on? Like, fighting with not joking, fighting with this, fighting with that. Why are you all fighting together? The fuck is going on? So let's be clear, okay? I'm gonna say that with love and affection. I did not make you a mod to have everyone in my chat fighting. This is not happening. Like, sincerely, I may just remove all your wrenches, okay? Because that makes no sense. Like, what is going on? Literally, all I hear is you and the other person fighting and fighting and fighting as if I give a fuck that you're mad at each other. Why are you mad at each other? We are talking about someone calling someone a demon and saying they work for the Most High when a fucking
bitch that helped a fucking incest dude is here outside talking mad shit about me and Kimi, and you are fighting. I am not joking. I am so pissed right now. I am fuming. You have been fighting among each other's. Like, what the fuck is going on? You think the Avengers are fighting among each other like that? What the fuck is going on? I did not make you a mod to do that. And I certainly did not make you a mod to be creating Discord and then create literal Discord. I will shut that shit down. Okay, no, Polly, if you start, I'm not even gonna listen, okay? So I hope you're gonna restart that, because if you start by saying you're not fighting with everybody, when you're fighting with V Goddess, you're fighting with Michelle, you're fighting with No Joking, like, let's not even start there, okay? Yes, I'm involved because it's my little owl. It's Owl Country. Why is it called Owl Country? Because I am the owl. So if you're like, don't be here to call, like, no, that was not happening before. I never saw that before. Like I said, don't start with like, no, I'm not fighting. Like, I can't do it. Polly, if you don't see why I am upset, then you're right. I don't know what was done to you. People have been coming at you. Like I said, who has been coming at you? Other little owl? That's fucking weird. I have never, ever seen that. You do realize that, right? So for you to start being mad? Nah, I'm out. You can express yourself. Don't start by saying I'm not fighting with everyone or I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm like, well, yes, you are fighting with people. Like, it's already getting my blood hot. I'm a fucking Aries. Like, I'm like, whoa, we're having that conversation because you're fighting with people. What has been done to you? And who did what to you? Did it start happening when I gave you a wrench? Because like I said, having a wrench in my channel is having a arrow on your back. Like, it is not easy, and I can understand if you don't want that. Oh my god. Okay, fine. It's a fight is when you scream. Okay. I call a fight a disagreement. And when I say a disagreement, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I'm like, yo, disagreement, that's enough, so that I see videos and everyone is talking about that instead of talking about Auntie Pick Me. Danny has been rewriting and milking the fucking Quiet Storm story, and we're talking about Polly. Maybe the wrench is too much for real, girl. Like, maybe it's too much. Like, I didn't mean to come and scream at you. That, like, it wasn't that I wanted to do. I'm extremely irritated. And I understand that I may have, like, I did come out irritated because I am, but that does not negate your emotion, okay? It's just that, let's be honest, being a wrench is it's hard. Especially being my wrench, because being my wrench is basically having an arrow on your back forever and ever and ever and ever. I don't want to take it. I want you to tell me, how do you, because for me this is fixable. Like, I'm asking you to stop fighting, or is it too much? Like, I don't know. A group? Wow. Okay, so with Michelle it seems deeper than what I'm thinking, but like I said, it's just a lot of fighting, of inner fighting, and the wrench are, for me, they are a guiding light. Calm. That's why I reprimand, let's say, when Danny goes too far and I'm like, you're a fucking wrench. For me, they are the guiding light of the chat. But the chat can be fucking annoying and can be extremely hard. It's a lot of different personality. So that's why I'm asking you. I don't want to take it because I gave it to you freely. And the reason why I gave them to you is because I like you, which has not changed. It's not because I'm irritated that I don't like you. I fucking love you. But I'm actually worried. I'm like, is it too much? Because let's be clear. Like, people think being a ranch is all just about blocking and removing comment. No, being a ranch is about literally, like I said, for me anyhow, it's being a guiding light. Which is why I don't want to be a ranch anywhere, man. I want to be, when I go on other people's channel, I just want to talk shit and have my own shit. You know what I mean? And you literally saw me reprimand Danny 1,000 times. I also blocked Plotter one time. I timed out Plotter. And I reprimanded Cookie because she put out 86,000 seconds on Fly High. Like, I take my mod seriously. I depend on you. I depend for you to be my eye and ears. And when I say eye and ears, I don't mean like all the little detail, but I really mean like Polly, are you sure? Like, I really, because ADHD, autism, rejection sensitivity, I want you to know I love you. Being like reprimanding someone, for me, I'm just like, I reprimand people. But please understand, you remain my baby owl. With a ranch or without a ranch, okay? It's a lot having a ranch. And now that this issue is done, are you okay? What's going on, girl? Like, are you okay?
And I just took it. She normalized and said, "Oh yeah, I do this all the time to Cookie and Danny and this."
Right. And Lion.
That's bullshit.
So what? I don't care. I don't get yelled at. You don't pay me.
Right. You don't have the authority to be yelling at me.
Even people that pay me. Like, that's why I said my boss did that last
Exactly.
year. And I reported him and I quit. Like, can you imagine a person that you do free work for?
Yeah.
Yelling at you?
That's
Yelling
bullshit.
at you and expecting you to be like, okay, now let's talk about how are you doing? What?
Yeah. Business as usual.
I'd have dragged that bitch from here to eternity. I ain't gonna lie.
And see, I was so nice that I didn't do that. I didn't retaliate.
Well, she was already conjuring up in her mind what she was going to do to you.
Yeah.
She was getting ready to go in on you. Because when she hung up on me that one day, she hung up, and after that, I was content. I was bashed and I was content. It's a similar situation.
That's her MO. When she's running out of stuff to talk about. See, right now she's talking about me and Stone Pack.
Hey, CC, I did, but they got back to me and they said that they couldn't find anything. So maybe they'll check some of the other ones because I've done them for every single episode she's done. So, but yeah, I tried. I did.
So where did she get her content from, Polly?
No,
did she make it up as she went along?
Yes, because she doesn't do research. We are the ones that brought her receipts. She does not.
So, like, you would come to my platform or someone's platform and say, "Hey, this is going on. Check this out." Okay.
Well, it was more like, some people did that, and then some. For me, it was more like there were some people that don't have work, right? They're disabled or whatever it is, right? Retired, so they don't have work, so they have a little bit more time to just catch up with everyone. And they watch all of it, right? And those are really important people you want in your community because they will tell you what's going on in everyone, right? So those people would kind of come to me and a couple of other people and say, "Hey, we found this. Can you do some research on this?" And so then I would be like, "Okay, tell me what it is, what link or whatever." So that's why it was able to pass by me a lot more because I wasn't paying attention, which was my biggest effing mistake.
Polly, you said beef sector too. So I know we're pretty much in the beef sector. So if you're in the beef sector, you're pretty much, this is your content. This is how you're supposed to do it. It's how you guys were doing it. Go and check it out and see what's going on and then come back and relay what's going on. Got it.
Or you actually watch it. That's the problem. She doesn't take the attention.
But what I have discovered about her is that she will create scenarios to
she does
have content. And, in terms of her digging on me all the time. But the best she can come up with is my past, which is old news. You know,
Exactly.
it's running out. But
It's run its course.
this latest issue, the Quiet Storm connection, I am a firm believer. And y'all may not agree with me, but I'm a firm believer that she has been working with him in the past because
I believe that.
he told Stone Paxton. Quiet Storm told Stone Paxton that he helped Madgie develop that fake lawsuit.
I believe it.
Well, you gonna come and see me every now and then?
No, I don't think I'm coming back to YouTube, period.
You ain't gonna come and visit.
But being honest, I'm just worn down between Madgie and Danny. I'm just a man could only take so much, and being honest, I'm feeling violent rage, and when I start to feeling violent rage, it's time for me to stand down.
Honestly, I can understand why people were probably saying, why is she, affiliated with him? I didn't quite know what to think. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't, I heard little bits and pieces, and, he explained things off that, saying that the laws of Hawaii are different, etc. But the one thing that I couldn't shake was the word incest. The word incest, we all know what that means. And he explained that off as well. In the state of Hawaii, they give you that term if you violate in any way a family member. And he never copped to touching her inappropriately other than grazing her breast. Okay. He said basically that he snatched her up because she was being disrespectful in his home, trying to bring rugs into her house, which inevitably turned out to be a lie. But that's what he justified. He admitted to putting his hands on her, but not in a sexual way. And said that, he snatched her up because she was waiting on a delivery of some rugs to the house. And he said, you can't bring this shit into my house, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why he put his hands on her. It turned out to be a damn lie. And I didn't even know until tonight that he had done this back in 2017. This is the first I'm hearing about that.
Yeah, well, apparently he just strangled her in 2017. Well, right. That was the first incident. And then the second time.
And I never knew about that either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I found that out on today, too. So we both came into the know on today. There's another receipt here that you sent me where he's alleging that he's in Canada and he is pulling up to Maggot's house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It says, where you at, big bro? He says, I'm in Canada. You state, are you okay? He says, yes, filed on Madgie the Black Owl. You says, good. He says, we went to her house and she was scared. I'm sure she was. You state, he says, I sent 2 females. I didn't get out. I let her know I was around. You say, good. He say, they wanted to beat her up. And I said, no, just to see her. I guess he just wanted to scare her.
Yeah, just to see her scared. But there's more. There should be more to that receipt.
Okay,
he took it a little further.
I got it right here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, it goes on to say, they wanted to beat her up, and I said no. I just want to see her scared was good enough for me, but she won't stop. I'm sure I'm going to need to do something. You state, you really think after all that she's going to keep running her mouth? He says, yeah. You state, she's stupid as hell. Please don't put yourself in a predicament. Eventually, she will cross the line and wind up in jail, I hope. My. So you believe that he never went to Canada?
Well, at this point, no. At that particular time, I didn't know. He was telling me he was in Canada. He said that he actually said that he was able to fly on his attorney's private jet in exchange for doing some bounty hunting work. And that's how he was able to go to Canada. Now, again, I'm finding out after the fact that all this was a lie. All of it. The trip to Atlanta was a lie. The trip to Canada was a lie. It was all a lie.
How'd you find out it was a lie? How you know he didn't go to Canada and meet Madgie?
Well, he's a convicted ex-offender. I mean, is he able to leave?
And if he is able to leave, he can't go. He most likely can't go to Canada unless Madgie, who is a resident there, says that he's coming to see her. You can go visit people if you know someone in Canada who has to pretty much vouch for you, from my understanding.
Well, the way that during that particular time, their relationship was volatile, and he was actually kind of obsessed about getting even with all the things that she was saying and things like that. So I never considered that there was any type of relationship that she would invite him there. He made it sound like I'm up here to scare her. But like I said, after all that went down, come to find out all that shit was lies. He was just lying. But he made it appear as though he was up there to get even with Madgie. And instead of getting even, he wanted her to be scared, but he still kept it open. But I think she's still going to keep going. I'm sure she's going to do something else. He left that open. And I'm like,
to me, it's even what's more alarming is that this is the man who is even considering flying to another state. I mean, to another country to attack a woman is crazy. Like, is this what you're thinking? Is this what's on your mind? It makes me think that what is he capable of? I mean, especially after hearing what he did to his own daughter.
Exactly. But, again, I can understand why people were probably looking at me sideways. I can't apologize enough, but I apologized to his daughter because I really didn't know everything that was going on. I'm a little slow.
I believe, Polly, do you know that? Did you know of that? Did you know that she was working with him behind the scenes? Because she had called Sean Atwood. She was calling Ron. She was calling
everybody.
Back then. Girl, no. She didn't tell us anything. You know why?
Because she wanted like a freaking hypocrite.
Probably, but she also likes to take people's subs. So, she spins it in a way where Ron looked terrible and this other person looked terrible, and she makes you choose sides. And some people, some people are just a little tired and they don't want to check everything. So,
yeah, but it's played out, and now the blinders are off because, like I said, I aired my suspicions out over a month ago because that lawsuit ended up in my lap back in June, and the lady that dropped it in my lap was working with Quiet Storm. And it just so happened that lawsuit popped up not too long after Danny took her 3 channels. She was crying on the platform, just crying. I mean,
oh my God, I know,
ugly cry.
I'm the cry baby, right?
A few days later, she was cocky as hell.
Yep. A day later,
she was cocky as hell.
Okay, this what gets me real quick. That Kimmy Love chick, right? Now,
yeah, she's
all three of them in the same chat, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now why, if she's so disgusted about Quiet Storm, why didn't she go back on her platform and use him as content, saying that he's in Kimmy Love's? She didn't even say nothing about it.
That is a great point because they're working together.
Yeah.
Kimmy too.
It's crazy. And I just think that at this point in time, she's deflecting because she doesn't want her people or the rest of YouTube, for that matter, to know that she's been working with him behind the scenes. I don't care what she says. I don't care what kind of videos she makes and tries to make a narrative. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got no reason to make this up. I have no reason to make this up.
Well, she's calling her lies too.
Hey, Polly, I want to ask you a question. Did anybody in y'all chat question that money that y'all was sending her for that lawsuit?
No, because she sent us a rough draft of the lawsuit, and she said that she was gonna. Yeah, we saw a rough draft, so we thought.
Yeah, the same one I got back in June.
I don't really. I got one. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember I read it with her.
Well, according to Quiet Storm, this came out of his mouth to Stone Paxton. He helped her create that rough draft.
And Danny is not a man. Danny is a woman. Danny lives in Michigan.
Yeah,
I know exactly who Danny is.
Yeah, Mindhunter. I'm like, Mindhunter, she needs to watch that or something, understand how you gather information. Yeah, she gets the paper. Good for her. She gets paper. But what about the human confession? I would get people to confess shit. I'm like, people don't understand who I'm like, Like, I want to know. I'm like, I want to know, and you will tell me shit. It's like when even Ralph admitted on my platform that he was talking to Storm Monroe. That was the first time Donut heard it. Because I'm just like non-assuming. I'm like, yeah. You can tell me stuff. I look non-defense. I look like the nice girl. But that's fucking stupid that people don't understand this.
For the suits that is pending on her as we speak at this moment, she doesn't care about that. So that's not the issue. Now, I did hire 2 attorneys in Canada, and I came to Canada.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I'm saying, oh, shit, and laughing because I'm not scared. Because I'm like, but yeah, no. I found it funny that he said that because that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, shit. Because, okay, like, that's so much bullshit. I'm not going to be like, where did you go in Canada? What are the name? What do you know? I didn't ask anything because fuck that. Like, fuck that. Like, I know it's stupid. I know it's bullshit. Why do you think I'm laughing? Because I think it's funny. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, boo-boo.
I was the weekend before.
Why?
Because of what you were doing.
To know why. Why would you feel the need to go to Canada supposedly to threaten me? What's the point? Like, I was trying to understand the point because let's be clear. Oh, she actually believed he would come to Canada. Yes, I look absolutely terrified. Clearly.
I'm not, please hear me out because I came to talk to you peacefully and this all can be settled. That's all I care about. I don't care about the other fruit pie. So this is why I'm here. Okay. So now listen, I'm going to ask your chat to respect me. They don't have to agree with me.
That is one of the big things that Danny is reproaching of me. The fact that I discipline my chat. And I'm like, people, we are in Mindhunter right now. Okay. When we have crazy people like that on the channel, we are trying to get information. And no, you will not get information by attacking someone. Well, maybe you would, but not that type of coward. I don't know why he went to Canada. Now, like Danny has someone in Canada. Everyone has people in Canada up to fucking come and do something to me, like fucking weirdos. So yeah, like I get a lot of criticism from her for telling my chat to stop and be respectful. Yes. If I can control my fucking disgust of having a dude that essay his own daughter out of wanting to know what the fuck is going on and what he says to people, my chat is gonna need to trust me enough that we are living and going through that shit for a reason and that I will explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. Being mean to him like a coward like that, he cannot ignore the chat. And I'm like, I don't want you to go and argue with my chat. I want to understand what in the name of hell are you saying to those people to make them believe that you're not a demon?
Listed for there. Okay. But in the state of Hawaii, what's wrong?
I am so sorry. It's just because it's the birthday of my sister and of my cousin. I forgot. But yes. So yeah, for people who were there, it was the birthday of Victoria.
You cannot do what is being done on the internet. That is the law in Hawaii. You can't. You cannot use that information to tear down someone's business and them. I had 4 people come to my home because of your post. They were from your panels. They're members.
Why did I even subject myself? Because I wanted to know what kind of influence he had on the Angie Stone platform. I wanted to know what was the lie he was saying to make people believe that him being on the SX offender list is nothing. I wanted to understand. So that was my thing about that. But yeah, it was the birthday of Victoria and I didn't say a happy birthday because I didn't realize it was the date. And I was just like, so my face, I have a really bad poker face. So yeah.
They're members of your things. That's why the police were called, because they came to my house as vigilantes.
I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I just want to move on. So people are like, oh, you didn't argue, but it's clearly bullshit 4 people. I just did wow. Now, if I argue and push back and I'm like, no, that's not possible, he's just gonna argue with me. Is it gonna end? It's not gonna end. Okay, like, okay, fine. It's fucking, of course it's rubbish. Who would believe that? And then people were, and I saw that even in my chat, people, oh, Madgie, you're falling for it. I'm like, I'm falling for what? For 4 vigilantes with owl masks being like, for the owl. Like, is that what I'm supposed to believe now? Like, it's so stupid. I just wanted to move on.
And that's why we came to Canada, because that was serious. 4 different individuals. Because
do you see my lack of reaction? I'm hearing someone came to his house to attack him, and I'm just like, because I'm not gonna argue with you because this is fucking stupid. But I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh my God. I'm just like, okay, boo. Whatever, what you need to tell yourself.
you have to understand that the person's address is listed on that paperwork. So you're doxing inadvertently when that happens. So I had 4 people on video. I can,
like, he's really trying to convince me because, yeah, people seem to believe I believe, but like, look at my face. Is that someone that is like, I will be worried? I'm just like, okay, there were 4 people, all good. I'm not pushing because what's the fucking point?
show it to you. Come to my home. 2 with a gun. As late as last.
And did they say that it was they were coming because of me?
Yes.
So now I'm hearing that people came with fucking pew pew and were saying for Madgie, and I was just like, is that what happened? Like, look at my face. I'm like, people actually, like, this is too much. Like, normal. I'm trying to not push on him because I want to move on, but I'm just like, whoa. People came with guns. Okay, all good. Whatever. I'm all good.
Last night that happened last night. And then I came back on late to, no, I will not take Cleo's jabs. I'm here to talk to you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I will not let her up. So now Cleo is asking to come up. Like, people be asking me to come up. And like I said, I wasn't done. I wanted information. So no, you're not going to come up to be insulting him and pushing him so that he can run away like a bitch. Okay? Like, who let this monster out of prison? Money, really let him out of prison. Money and good lawyers.
No, she's writing, okay, show the video. I don't have to come up here and lie. No need to.
Danny, please. Look at Danny on the sheet. Show the proof. Shut the fuck up, Danny. He doesn't have proof. Why would he have proof? He's lying. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Okay, I look like I'm asking him for proof? I know there is none. I just wanted to move on. The man is like, show the proof. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, you're a mod. Shut the fuck up. Why do you have to come to Canada? Because 4 vigilante came to his house, 2 with pew pew and the name of the owl. They had owl mask and owl wind, and it just said for the owl. And then he knew it was for me, I guess. Everyone, please, if you want to show the video, you can, but you don't have to. Please continue. But you don't have to because you don't have it. People be there. Oh, she was getting full. No, there is no motherfucking point and pushing that because it's a lie. He's a liar. That's why I'm showing. I'm like, he's a liar. Okay? Why do I need to push up on a liar? Like, it's not enough what he's saying. I need to say you're lying for people to understand he's lying. Like, the fuck? For the owl with owl wings and just for the owl. Like, what the fuck? Like, I need to say, hey, you're lying. I need to say it. How is that going to help me get the information I want? Fucking stupid.
Police report already filed. It will be known. So I don't have to. I showed the last police report. Every time it happens, the police come and I can present a report for each and every single occurrence. Okay. And so my thing.
Yo. Like I said, I'm just like, my face clearly, like, anyhow, I understand. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to let him, literally do his own thing and just, destroy his own self. Of course, he's hallucinating, Marilyn. He's someone that likes hallucinating.
Is this what is truth is truth? I talk about it myself. So it's the facts. Yet when you say he essayed her from the front and from the back, that's not true, Madgie.
So Danny was lying.
That was the accusation.
So yeah, I'm saying so Danny is lying. And that's me pushing back even just nicely. I just want him to, destroy himself. I just want him to say that everyone is lying. Why didn't he go after Danny? Because I look more cuddly. Like I said, it's easy. It's like free season on my ass. Free season. Oh.
Danny she read the charges. The conviction said nothing of that because it didn't happen.
So yeah, you see me, I'm just like, okay, because I know he's lying. I know he's lying. Not in the sense that, because like the conviction doesn't say all of that. He's right in that. The conviction is what we have read, which suggests that there is a DNA test that was done and that he needs to pay. He needs to pay. Like we know that. We know that. But in the police report, it clearly stated exactly what he did. And the only reason why he's not in prison for life is because he had a good lawyer.
The other thing is, my daughter was 34 years old, not a child.
Yes, about that, I will say that I am sorry because I did read a definition. So yeah, I'm like, listen, I'm just going to make sure that your defamation bullshit, like you cannot go and continue to talk blah, blah, blah about me. Okay, so yes, I did push on my little thing to protect my ass because I'm just like, I'm not defaming you. Stop that bullshit. But I already knew even without that, I can defend myself because I was really just reading a definition. So that's why I was like, I was only reading a definition.
Yeah, I know that. I understand that. And you also read the definition on the bottom where it says it couldn't be on the internet and I had to pay the thing. In the state of Hawaii, everybody, no matter if you get a speeding ticket, pay a fine to those organizations because that's how they raise money for them to operate. They're nonprofits operated by the state of Hawaii. So that's why they give you a court fine and then the court fine.
Like he's lying and 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 lying. Like that's the thing. I'm just looking at him and I'm like, so it says in the definition that this is why you did. Like I'm literally saying, like, that's the definition. But like I said, if you're not a subtle person, if you're someone that, well, we know Danny, her queen of receipt, is only being capable of reading paperwork, but she will not be able to actually get the secret of a real person. She's not going to be able to extract any type of information from a real human being because Danny, a demon straight from hell. So, a demon coming from the pits of hell cannot, understand another human being.
Fine, you have to pay to those things. Okay. Now, again, I'm asking you.
Exactly. He had to pay for a DNA kit where they found the semen in it. So that's why I'm just like, dude, please go continue to,
panel to stop because they're mentioning semen and stuff.
Chat, please, be polite, please. Like he's so easily distracted. So yes, I'm like, I don't want you to be arguing with my chat. That's not the point of you being here. I'm not watching you for 10 minutes arguing with my chat. Like this is not happening. This is boring as hell. But yeah, because there's a lot of detail that have been said on other YouTube channel. Yeah, and that's why people are.
Yeah, and I understand that. So that's what the report says, but that's not what was proven in court. That's my
proven in court. Remember, guys, he pled no contest. Like I said, people think I'm stupid. I know he pled no contest. There is no court. He didn't go to court because he didn't want people to be able to either, like, he will have gotten guilty.
Biological child. We have the exact same DNA.
That's not true. I actually, I did my ancestry.com and everything. 50% comes from your mom, 50% comes from your dad. And then it creates your own DNA. You don't have the exact same genetic background as your parent. That doesn't even make sense.
your initial DNA is going to present that. The only difference between them, if you don't have it further checked, is the X and the Y chromosome. That's going to be the.
I'm just agreeing. You think I'm going to push back on the crazy person? Okay. Like the man is literally acting as if we don't know that 50% comes from mama, 50% comes from papa. Okay. Like this is not like, Polly, you have a degree in biology, but this is just like, basic, not even high school. Like, come on. We all know that we get DNA from both parents. So that was so stupid. And then saying it only difference is the X and Y chromosome. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Like that is the type of person that just throw word and like to try to make it stick. Like,
Well, she must have gave him some money then.
And that's what
She
I was
had
thinking.
to.
Did she take that $1,000 and pay him to help her?
Probably gave him a couple of $100.
Because that's the kind of dude that he is. He's a scoundrel. He that's what he does. He scams people.
Yeah, they both.
But it's funny because you're making fun of me every time you get a chance.
Exactly.
She gave him all that money and she's in love with him and all blah 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 blah. But you're doing
I can't see her doing that on her own. I can't see her doing that on her own. No way.
I don't either. No, she was trying to get too much help.
That lawsuit that she created, or should I say he helped her create.
He created,
was a rough draft, but they used Danny's lawsuit as the template.
Yes, just recent. I think it was, from what I understood or what she told us, was that she used ChatGPT to construct that, and that the $1,000 was to file and or put a retainer or deposit.
She didn't do either. She did not do that.
I know.
Okay.
So what was the resolution to the lawsuit? What happened with it? Is it still ongoing?
She said she's going to file. She's still going to do it.
Right.
She says.
So she's going to sue YouTube too. What a damn dummy. YouTube has 500,000 lawyers. Okay.
Oh, this shit funny.
You think you're going to sue YouTube? Okay. How you going to sue YouTube, all the attorneys they have? Come on now.
Did she say anything about me, about a lawsuit, Polly?
She did. What'd
she say?
She said that she was going to do a lawsuit for you. I didn't really understand. She said for what it was, and she said it was going to be a lower amount. Obviously,
it's frivolous.
Yeah,
crazy.
And she asked us. Yeah, and she asked us to serve you.
Oh.
I remember that. And I think it just pissed me off so bad because she was going to have like just some stranger come to my door and serve me.
Here's the weird thing, Letitia, because I heard, I wasn't listening to anybody. I needed a break, from everything. So I hadn't heard y'all's lives recently, but I've been catching up, and I heard you say a few days ago that, what's her name? Christine came to apologize and she went back. And it was her that volunteered very excitedly to go surfing.
Really?
Okay? Yes, which is a really weird thing because
it really is weird because if she had showed up at my doorstep, she would have got a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah, and whatever that surprise would have been because she's trespassing, no soliciting, and she's.
We were asking Madgie, like, can you even do that?
No, she's stupid.
And she kept saying yes, and I was like, no, I'm not going to go. So
you have to hire someone. You have to hire a constable or someone else to have it delivered because it all has to go through the courts. She's stupid. She was being cheap.
Yes. We feel like we were totally manipulated, and
she did manipulate you.
Yeah,
and it went past.
You were manipulated.
It went past us because we were honestly acting in good faith and trusted her. And we have busy lives, a lot of it, especially the people that contributed financially.
Yeah, she gained your trust. She wanted your trust. Like you said, I treated you like a friend. I treated you like someone I really cared about. Like I prayed for your father.
Yeah,
and then God, I forgot my thought. Sorry, I'm getting old.
No, it's okay. No, I did pray for her father, and she doesn't even know about my family. And when I was up there, I remember she said, well, you didn't tell me. And I'm like, you didn't ask. That's the thing. You don't ask, how are you?
Oh, no, she's not going to do anything for the Owls. She doesn't have trivia night or do little fun things with you guys. And she doesn't really care about what's going on in your world.
It's all about her.
It's all about her.
It's all about her. Me, 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 me. And what
Make
I
it
say,
rain, make
how
it
I feel.
rain. Make it
Make
Make
it
it
rain.
rain,
rain,
make
make
it
it
rain.
rain.
I'm so
You
sick
love
of
you.
her. Like, I hate her
Ow.
so much now. Like, oh my gosh, it was horrible every single day. And
You know
my
you can
friends,
get your money back. You
Right.
I
can.
cannot.
You can. You can get your money back.
What, that
You
lawsuit
can. You
money?
contact PayPal or Cash App and let them know
Really,
what's.
Well, you know, if you have written, now
really.
here's the law. Here's the law. If you raise money under a certain premise of some type of let's just say I
Oh,
need
$10.
to
Yeah.
raise a certain amount of money
Let's
for
go to
this
court.
purpose,
Oh, that's double.
you can take her to court.
Yeah, but they
Collectively, you
can get
guys
their
can take
money
her.
back
But
too,
I'm
Auntie
saying,
Nikki.
if you take her to court, they can get their money back. Because if
I
she
think
has not given an account, if she hasn't done what she said that money was for, then she has to, by law, return that money.
that's true, but also PayPal and Cash App has some laws and rules too.
True.
Oh, I know.
And
She's already received the
Okay.
money. I'm saying in terms of a lawsuit. See,
Okay.
PayPal
right,
and
but you can get your money back from PayPal and Cash App if she's done something nefarious to get it. You know, I have
Yeah.
to check with Danny on that, but she said I think there's a window though. There's a window,
Mhm.
Well,
but
I mean, hopefully we haven't passed it because it's not too long since.
exactly. And I would just contact PayPal and Cash App and let
I
them
didn't
know
even
what's
think
going
of that.
on. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a
people
good
can get
because
refunds.
between me and my friends, I think we were her biggest donor. I'm not joking because like I would
yeah.
call my friends and I'd be like, "Hey, she said she needed 300. I can put
Wow.
in, I can put in 50," and then I'd call in somebody else, and we raised it together.
You were a
100.
true friend.
Yes, unfortunately,
Cece
You were a
said
true friend.
PayPal. Cece said
PayPal was. Oh my
Cece
God,
said
good. Okay,
PayPal will refund with her situation. I worked there for 15 years.
Oh wow.
Oh,
see,
see?
I'm gonna do that.
And then file a
I'm gonna
claim
do that.
against her. File a
Please
claim
check it
against
out.
her.
Yes,
And
I
I
will
think
do
what
that.
they'll do to her PayPal, they'll crush it. Especially if she's doing things nefarious.
Because that is against the
Okay.
law. You cannot
Check into it,
raise
Polly.
money
All right, I will.
for a
Thank you
specific.
so much for thinking of that.
Yeah, it's against the law to do that. I don't care if she is in Canada. She got money from Americans as well. So
She did. I
to
gave her a
raise
few
money
dollars.
for a specific thing and you don't do that specific thing, you have to return that money.
That's right.
You have to return that money if you guys ask for it. And if she doesn't give it to
It's
you,
time.
you
It's
can
time.
sue her.
It's so time for her to stop this scamming and scheming and scamming and lying and manipulating and whining and crying and be accountable for some of this BS that she's done.
And see, the other thing that kills me is that, again, she's very hypocritical.
Oh my God.
Very.
Hypocritical in that, when she's caught, when her back is against the wall, she'll start, making accusations or
Manipulating.
defaming people.
Yes.
Let's talk about Meech.
Right. Watch how this
Oh,
gets
Meech is a
spinned
creep.
up.
Meech is a creep. But you were trying to get Meech to help you get your damn channel back.
Say
and
it, girl.
Call me daddy. And
Say it, Auntie
daddy.
Mickey.
Okay, daddy. Okay. Now he's a creep. Same thing with Quiet Storm. All this time, she was the only one not talking about Quiet Storm.
You know she working with them.
Everybody else was talking about Quiet Storm, and she was quiet.
Exactly. That's how you know
She was quiet.
That's how you know something was up too.
And he
quiet.
had her, and he's manipulative like that. He had her doing certain things to piss off Danny, to piss off me, to deflect all those things.
She ain't going after him. She ain't talking about him.
But when the shit hit the fan, then all of a sudden he's a creep. See,
right.
You're hanging behind the scenes with somebody until your shit gets revealed. And that's when you want to start calling somebody out of their name. But no, the jig is up, boo boo.
The jig is
up, boo boo.
It really is. And if her subscribers, those people that still continue to follow her, if nothing else, look at the lies that this person continue, the manipulation, the accusations, the whole shebang. Look at this person's MO. She's ugly.
Look at the fact that when Quiet Storm was revealed and she jumped on the bandwagon, she basically jumped on the Danny bandwagon. Okay. And between the two of them, and see, I wasn't following either one of them at the time.
Right.
I really wasn't. But she insists that I knew and I still followed him. No, I didn't. Bitch, don't tell me what the fuck I knew.
Right.
I knew when I knew it.
she thinks that that you should have believed her when she told you, and that's weird.
Who should have believed? I should have believed who when she told me.
She says the way she spent it is that she said that she told you before anybody else.
She didn't even know her.
Always lie. I never spoke to that bitch.
She doesn't know. She didn't know her.
I don't know Madgie.
She didn't even know who Madgie was. She just, all of a sudden, this girl named Madgie starts talking about Auntie Mickey. Just all of a sudden, and she knows nothing about her. Imagine that. Not knowing someone, and all of a sudden they just start talking about you and calling you names. It was weird.
Not know, Polly, I did not know Madgie until, matter of fact, I never knew her. The only time I even looked at her is when I found out people were telling me that this Madgie chick was dragging me through the mud.
Exactly. Unknown source. Unknown
when
person.
I finally saw all of Danny Robertson's receipts, not Maggie's, but Danny's. I didn't follow Madgie because Madgie turned my damn stomach.
Yeah, mine too.
When I looked at Danny's receipts, because she came with receipts, when I saw all those receipts, I said, oh, there it is.
There it is.
And it took a meeting, me, Discerning 8, and Just the Best. Discerning 8, am I lying? We got on the phone and we had a conversation and we started putting 2 and 2 together. And Discerning 8 came with her receipts as well. And she says, Auntie, this incest, he did this.
Yeah.
Because the way he went about explaining it was like, well, you know, in the state of Hawaii, how did he put it? He said, in the state of Hawaii, if you put your hands on a loved one, it's they charge that person with actual, assault. Right. And then they slipped that incest thing in there, and he had to cop to that somehow. And he said it was just all I did was accidentally
called it DNA.
Her breast. It was, and yeah, we have the same DNA. So that RAPE kit doesn't mean nothing because we share the same DNA. It was all a bunch of bullshit. But this stuff came later.
Yeah,
it came later. I never heard nothing from Madgie. I didn't pay Madgie I didn't pay her dust because I didn't like her.
Yeah, and you didn't know her.
I didn't know her, nor did I like her. I didn't listen to her. The only one I really listened to was Danny. And this was after it became so damn weird. Everything was just the whole everything just it just didn't make sense. It started messing with me, and my mods got together and we started talking about it. And when it all when we finally just saw what we saw, we said, damn it, he did it. By this time, he'd already scammed me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
By that time, he'd already scammed me. So it wasn't about the money. It was about what he did to his daughter.
The betrayal.
That too. But the main thing was the lie that he didn't do it. And then what he did to his daughter.
Right.
And
knowing you were going to find out.
I felt like a damn fool, but you know what? I'm woman enough to admit that I should have paid better attention. I should have looked earlier. I should have checked earlier.
You did. Yes and no. You trusted.
True,
you trusted this person.
I feel the same way actually with the owl. Actually, now that you say that, that's what right now when you said that, I'm like, oh my God, I feel you, because I feel the same way. I wasn't paying attention. I gave somebody money and I took their word for it. Yep. I have a life, so I focus more on that.
Yep.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Hey, you know what?
Me
goes
too.
around comes around, because listen, that man is still going through shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's never going to his life is always going to be fucked up because he don't do right by people. That man has a more extensive rap sheet than anybody ever knew.
Oh, and Polly, tell the rest of those people that she scammed, they can do the same thing with PayPal. It's not just you.
I'm going to tell them, because we both felt really stupid.
Well, you know what?
So dumb.
This is all a learning curve, so to speak.
It is. It really is. And I wish I had never met her. I wish I had never befriended her again the second time. I wish I hadn't gave her any money. I was giving her a few super chats and stuff when I was her friend. And just manipulated.
Well, scammers and scammers get along just well, but a scammer will scam a scammer.
Right.
Think about that. A scammer will scam a scammer. And she by no means is more cunning than he is. Not by a long shot.
And she needs to get those people their money back, that $1,000 that she stole.
No good is going to come to her until she does. No good is going to come to her.
because we realized when this happened and she did this to me, you know, it was awful for us, not just for me. People, like, it was awful. So we were basically talking while, like, watching this crash out, and we were like, oh my gosh, like, is this Jag 2.0? And like, what about all the money we donated? Like, did she really just do that again, knowing we were traumatized from that Jag situation and how much she lied, and she just did it again? And then what we spent this money, and now you see how the economy is, and it's just like, girl, that's just messed up.
It is. She had to get a job.
Yeah.
And she didn't tell us, by the way, which bothered a lot of people.
That she wasn't even looking
she was getting a job.
Because she was playing premieres instead of going live, and she didn't tell us anything. People were confused in the chat because not everybody's tech savvy. We have some, you know, older ladies, and they're confused. What is this premiere? But she wasn't in the chat, so she doesn't know this. Another thing she doesn't know, Auntie Mickey, because she doesn't pay attention, she doesn't care about the people, is that nobody freaking liked that stupid video between you and QS, because that person, just the name, the voice, everything is triggering. And the girl kept playing it, even though in the chat you could see
she didn't care.
Oh, I don't want to hear this. She didn't care. It was about money and time and watch hours.
Yeah.
It's always about that.
It's always
Well, you remember Bonnie?
She's just replaying the same stuff. Every video has the same content in it.
Same stuff. I remember when she went after that girl, Bonnie. You kind of remind me of Bonnie a little bit, Polly, just the way you speak. She just went completely, totally spastic after Bonnie, and Bonnie was upset and crying, and she wasn't a content creator, and she just kept blaming her for putting Ada in a coma, and it was a bad time for her, and she was hurt pretty bad, and she was having anxiety, and just, you know, Maggot has done a lot of emotional damage on this.
Yeah,
on
because
this
she doesn't realize, that's the thing. She like, based on how she reacted to me, because it's not like I passively let her do that. I went into the chat. I emailed her. You can see she showed everything. So I was actively trying to tell her, please don't do this anymore. And she kept going. And when she heard that I had to, you know, have a moment of vulnerability to see if maybe that would reach her heart and express that I was crying, she made fun of me and dragged me for crying.
She said you were victimizing and all this other stupid stuff. And no, she's telling you how she feels, dumb diddy dumb. You don't know the difference because you don't know how to be a friend.
Her head, because she's so hard-headed. She's not listening to everyone. There's so many people in the chat that were telling her to not do that, and she blocked them. She muted them.
That's why she's losing. That's why she's losing her.
She created an echo chamber for real. The reason why Plotter was kicked out was just because he said it's not cool to dox what's going on, and now she calls him a moron.
This is what I didn't understand. Is if it wasn't cool to dox, then why were you guys over there doing it with me and Auntie Mickey? Well, and you guys didn't like it.
Because here's what, with you, your name was part of the channel. I actually don't know your child's name at all. I still don't know, and I don't want to hear it, so don't tell. But I still don't know, right? So I didn't know when she doxed you, because I don't know anything. Like, I never heard the name.
Yeah, it's not like you were on the platform or nothing like that. She was doing it on herself. Like she
when she showed the intel use, she actually didn't show your stuff, because I was there, because I was very uncomfortable. See, she doesn't listen to us though. You have to understand, the mods, if you retaliate, she will call you a moron and kick you out and drag you. Like, that's what's happening right now. And if you're not a paying mod, she doesn't even care about you. There's mods that, like, she doesn't even know or miss or anything,
because they don't pay.
Yeah.
Polly, I have a question for you. Who turned her on to Intellius?
I don't know. We've been thinking about that, because we don't know who did that.
Good question.
She said, this is what she says.
Tony.
She says that she learned it from Danielle. That's where her story is.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Danny told her.
Danny didn't say that. Danny's never said intel use. Oh, my goodness. She's a blamer. She loves to blame others She's just like Megan. She's just like the lady that I talk about every day. It's the same.
It's very
She's
conceivable.
narcissistic.
It's very conceivable that the same individual that used a similar, if not the same, site to
Shame on you,
get
Tony.
my information showed it to her.
Oh, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. Because all that kind of happened around the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of around the same time. Not necessarily at the same time, but very close to. Yeah. So that's why I asked the question about Intellius, because if anyone...
We didn't know about it.
Yeah, so you guys didn't even know, but think about it. Intellius is an American website.
That's my point. We were creeped out because we're Americans.
It's an American
so we're like,
website.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's an American website. Would you get a website like that from a Canadian or an American?
Mm-mm.
We know that she learned it from somewhere. She said that she watched Danny and she learned it by watching her.
Danny never did Intellius on her platform.
Never. Mm-mm. Ever.
She may bring
she's a liar.
She may bring the receipts, but it doesn't say where she got the information from.
Mm-mm.
The only other person that I know that might have done that and knows about tech stuff is Cleo.
God, I wonder, did we ever get her off of there?
Anything at this point, because I don't know what is true with her. She's a whole liar. So
yes,
yeah,
I wouldn't put it past it. To be honest, at this point, I don't even know.
She's a whole liar.
Well, I do know this, is that she pulled up my information and put it on her platform, and then she put my phone number in her chat. I know she did that.
Yeah, very
the mods deleted it though. The mods deleted it eventually though. If that did happen, and I'm so sorry.
It didn't disappear, sweetie.
It didn't disappear. Mm-mm. We reported it. I think I have a copy of it because I reported it to the police officer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It didn't disappear.
I could have sworn that when we told the moms, we don't feel comfortable with that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so we talk on the back end. So somebody mentioned that. I was not really paying attention because I was working overtime at that time. So I wasn't able to go in there. So I told people, can y'all like make sure to delete it? Even if you leave it for 5 seconds, just make sure to delete it. Like, so it's not permanently there. And they said that they were going to. So I'm so sorry.
Oh, honey, is that you didn't put it there? She did.
She is going to be so mad that I'm here.
Oh,
She's gonna crash out.
She's going to crash out. She's going to do a video.
Mm-hmm.
And
then we'll do another one.
Show herself. So yeah, no, everybody was bored. People get triggered at the Quiet Storm thing. Okay, it's done. She doesn't care. It's about money. Nobody wants to hear his voice. We understand what happened. Nobody cares anymore. It's done. It's over. Okay, we made a mistake. Okay, so what? Like she believed Jack. So what is she talking about? Like it's not necessary. So and now that she has a job, she doesn't even know what's going on, and she doesn't even read the things. So it's done. Like she's done. She's done. And now she's going after Danny, and she's alone.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Well, she started picking on Stone too.
I think she's doing that to rage bait. I really do.
Well, that's something she should have considered before.
Yeah,
she did
she
it.
wants some attention.
He ain't the one, because he blew the lid off of everything, and now she's in a worse position than she was before he even opened his mouth. I had my own thoughts.
Now she's got a new narrative.
She doesn't think that people have the ability to think on their own.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
She think we're stupid.
He has no reason to lie. What does he stand to gain from this? Nothing.
And that's why she makes up these narratives to see if they'll fit, see if they'll stick.
Yeah, because she needs content.
She needs content. I keep saying
Letitia wrote those text messages about Stormy and, just making up stuff.
Exactly like she's doing with me. I know. We all, that's why I told you, we all know it's not you, because we did the research on Stormy. We found out what was going on. She did not. Again, another situation where she's trying to make up stuff and put your name in it.
Everything has changed. A catastrophe of monumental proportions.
So yeah, first we're gonna read her beautiful message all together, which explain why I'm gonna show what I'm gonna show, okay? Because I have no choice, like whatever. Like I said, she wants to be dramatic, so let's be dramatic, I suppose. Being an owl is a term which refers to being a supporter of Madgie, the black owl. When I say I am no longer an owl, it merely means I no longer
am a supporter of Madgie, which means windmilling for Madgie. Okay. Modding or having to behave in any particular way delegated by anyone other than myself. And she is right about that because, like I said, I expect my mod to not be causing problem within the owl country. Still, I built beautiful and deep relationship with many owl or people that support Madgie, which is why I'm doing the whole word salad, because I really didn't want to affect how people saw her. Like, I didn't want to do that. That's why I really, really tried to be as diplomatic, including saying that I would give her back her ranch like in a week if she could just understand my issue with her. But she couldn't. Still, I built beautiful and deep relationship with many owls or people that support Madgie, deep personal relationship, and those of you that know you're connected with me outside of YouTube. The friendship I take with me are friendship for life, and I am forever grateful for this experience, for that mere fact alone. And she felt the need to tag me. So I was like, oh, fine, okay? Fine. You don't want to, like, you don't want it to end peacefully. Polly, why are you here? Just stop. Why are you doing this? Because you tagged me. Okay? You tagged me after saying that you didn't want us to talk, that you didn't want me to talk about you. So I will say what you said to me in private chat that made it so that I wanted to remove your ranch because I wanted you to fucking calm down. You want to be dramatic? Let's be honest then. Okay? I will not let you put you on the cross of whatever the fuck you think is happening right now. You yell at me. Yes, I was fucking pissed. And like I said, I will explain to everyone the reason of my anger. And it's hilarious because I am naturally a loud person. Still, I built a beautiful and deep relationship with many owl or people that support Madgie. Deep personal relationship. There you go. I will do what I want. What do you want me to say? Hello, dropping the tea. Like I said, someone in my mod were blocking people left, right, and center, going to 200 people. Yeah, she made a whole lot paragraph looking like the biggest murder I've ever seen. When yesterday I tried to approach the delicate situation of her, oh, Polly, go away, okay? Oh my God. So since you wrote something and tagged me, do I not have the right to explain myself? You'll yell at me. Yeah, I will explain why I yelled at you. Because like I said, yeah, she's right. I did. The friendship I take with me are friendship for life. And I am forever grateful for this experience, for that mere fact alone. Those of you I'm now connected with was worth all of the suffering I've experienced from the last 4 days. I will not be coming back to YouTube live. Contact me anytime you want to, but not about anything related to Madgie and her channel. Why are you in the bushes? Madgie doesn't know. P.S. Every now and then I will create some playlists. Okay, that doesn't concern me. This is how I treat someone. The only thing I did right now is literally read your message. What did I do right now that deserve for you to be acting all dramatic? Should we watch how I tried to do it yesterday? Like, what are you talking about? I am reading your message. Like I said, I'm a loud person, but hey, I will let people hear the yelling, okay? We will play the thing. You know me. I'm gonna show everything, and at the end of the day, you made the decision.